Hello and welcome to me, Chen, and Aditya's Mountain Helens eruption presentation. I'll hand it over to Chen for the description.
So firstly, the eruption happens at 8:32 Pacific Daylight Time on May 18, 1980, and it caused 57 people were killed directly by the eruption. The height of Mount St. Helens was 9,760 feet or 2,975 meters before the eruption. And after the eruption, the elevation of the new summit was about 8,525 feet or 2,600 meters. The ash ate the, at 8:45 a.m. The eruption began. At midday, the ash cloud had reached Idaho. By 3 p.m., it had reached Montana and was spreading south. It was east of Pocatello, Idaho by 6 p.m. The ash plumes near central Florida towards the end of the day, nearly 16 hours after the eruption began. Next, the primary and the secondary consequences. In short term and long term. For short term social impacts, people can be killed or injured by the lava. Health and buildings will be destroyed. Transportation and communication link will be disrupted. The economic impacts could be since the buildings are destroyed, business won't work as well. The dead transportation will also block the paths of trades. Environmental impacts could be the landscape might have long paths, the lava and fire might flow to grassland or nearby forest, which make the fire unstoppable. For long-term impact in social could be people might have to be rehoused, sometimes in refuge campus. Or economic impacts could be the cost of rebuilding a settlement is high. An investment in the area might be focused only on repairing the damage caused by the disaster. And environmental impacts in long term could be important natural and human landmarks might be lost. Next, I will hand it off to John for graphical identifications.
Okay, so for geographic identification, I have a map here that shows the primary and secondary effects of the 1980 Mount St. Helens explosion. So here is the volcano itself, and in red is the city of Cougar, Washington, which is not far away from the volcano, and it is the furthest city that was hit by the volcanic lava flow directly. And in the following days, great ash clouds blew from the caldera and was spreading into the Pacific Ocean and into the United States. The furthest it got was Oklahoma City in Oklahoma, which, as you can see, is a pretty far away place. And for secondary effects, we have the cities of Castle Rock, Washington, and Kalama, Washington. These cities were both really far cities from the volcano, and they were hit by lahars, which are mud flows caused by the volcanic eruption and the lava. And that is it for the geographic identification. And next, I'll hand it over to Aditya.
So these are the emergency supplies that are used after the eruption. There are five main emergency supplies. Firstly, non-perishable food. This food doesn't need to be refrigerated and can be eaten right away. Secondly, there are first aid kits required for people who are injured. There's also water required for hydration of the body. We have basic medicines required for people who are feeling ill, and due to the eruption, the radio and calls may be jammed. We also have three main health hazards. Firstly, there will be smoke going down the trachea and into the lungs, where it may cause breathing problems. It may also go down into the liver, where it may increase the risk of the person's CLD, which stands for chronic liver disease. These three have been marked dangerous, very dangerous, and extremely dangerous on the health hazards list.
Okay, and that is it for our presentation today. Thank you for listening. And here are our NLA citations. As you can see, we use two citations.